I told the Cup 2014 athletes that we'd be getting back to them if they were not at the meeting that we had at the event this past weekend, which I'm doing right now. Not a lot that needs to be said that we haven't said already, but we did cover a couple things. I know Verizon, there was a few questions about some of the phones that did not have European capabilities. If you order your phones today or tomorrow, they will be here before you leave, which is a good thing. Also, we talked about being on time, not only being on time with what we do, also your connector flight is super important to be on time with. If you get there an hour early to your connector flight and you think that they're going to be scheduling your outbound flight, you can be left off that list. So being 2 hours ahead of time at your local airport is critical because that starts the process of you being all the way through. If you get at the airport, your local airport too late, it could be that they leave you off the manifest for the next flight. So critical that on time means on time. At your gateway airports, you guys are going to be given a list of people that you need to find out, excuse me, and dig them up to see that they're kind of in charge, but it's your job to find them. Also, Chad's going to be emailing soon the phone numbers this week as to whom we have to go with. I know Tennille is staying back, so she's going to be the one that's going to be fielding any issues that come to be. You will have her number as well, so remember to keep that with you. We also talked about arrivals to the Netherlands and in the baggage claim. There are always someone that loses a bag. There's a baggage claim center exactly right at the baggage claim. So if the turnstile stops and there's no more bags on the belt, you need to go over there. You fill in, you just let them know who you are, what flight you came in, what bags you're missing, and where they can deliver the bag. So be prepared on every front to be sure that your bag, you have the information, you have the hotel information and so forth. If we are waiting on someone, please just leave the immigration area, baggage claim area, come out and just let us know that we're waiting on one person. It's a really quick process. It happens every year that someone's bag gets lost. To that note, be sure to pack in your carry-on something that would bide you over for a day or so. If it's other underwear, if it's toiletries or something like that, do that. So it's an important thing to have something that will just get you by. We've had bags come up 2 or 3 days later. We can probably find softball stuff for you, but many times we can't find clothes for you. So that being said, it's one of those tough situations that you've got to prepare for. We talked about a little bit about flat irons, or the ones that are making your hair straight. Great that you have them. Sad that you can't use them from America. You've got two options. You can get your hair cut, or you can go out and when you get there, go buy a flat iron and buy one from there, because even though the voltage might say on your machine 110, 220, the amperage is different. That is the big deal. So again, it's better off to do that there, or pull your hair back or something. It's not a big deal. We think you're all great looking, whether you have straight hair or curly hair or whatever. I think that's pretty much all we covered generally. We did talk a little bit about electric. Everyone seemed to be set on their adapters. That was a good thing to know, and also obviously that was a good job. We also talked about a critical point, I guess we talked about, is when we arrive to the Netherlands, we have two planes arriving within 10 minutes time of each other, which has never happened. Normally we're arriving at 5:45, at 6:30, at 7:15, at 9, and so forth. So we take a bunch of athletes and families to the hotel in waves, which they can kind of load us in as they come. This time, all the motor coaches will be there for the entire group. So oddly enough, and it is oddly enough, we'll all be loading into the hotel at one time, which leaves us with a situation that is unique. One is that we will have all of our bags into kind of like the ballroom, so you can go in and set your bags there. If you want to grab a pillow and take a nap in there, you're more than welcome to. When we arrive there, I'm guessing it will be 9 or 9:30. The rooms will not be ready. So you've got two options, three options. One is you're not going to complain because you're going to be pre-prepared for this. So please don't complain. It's really tough for all those girls to get all the rooms ready in like 2 hours after people check out. Their checkout time is normally 3 p.m. and I can promise you we will be well inside of our rooms by then. But the second thing is grab a pillow and lay down by your bag. If you want to take a nap, that's good. We'll grab you when your room is ready. And the other thing is we want you to be prepared to hit the street when you're there. You get to the hotel at 9:30 in the morning and put your bags in the room. Once they're in the room, we'll be right there and tell you, okay, this is where you go to the sandwich shop, whichever one hits the sandwich shop, or this is where you go to buy the famous French fries, or this is where you go to look at the Swan Bridge, which is the Erasmus Bridge. It's kind of a famous thing. So get ready to hit the street, because it's going to be something. It's going to give you a little bit more time to get on the street. And by and large, I travel there quite a lot, and it's the goal actually should be you're not supposed to sleep when you get in. You're actually supposed to be prepared to take the day on, get on their system immediately, which means you've got to be doing something that's going to get you to sleep on the flight. So just remember, grab some sleep, somehow do something. I don't know what you guys do to get yourself down a little bit, so far as kind of calm down a little bit to be ready to go. But whatever that may be, try to do that, because it's important to grab some sleep, because you don't want to come in with none. So I know with me, and I'm not going to prescribe this for anyone, sometimes I take NyQuil, two pills of NyQuil to keep my sinuses open, and also kind of takes me down to a level that I can rest easily. So again, that's something you guys are going to have to do. I know we've got a couple of guys out there, Bill Granis and Jim Wells. They drink wine till the wine bottles are gone. Just kidding you there. But anyhow, it's a pretty, obviously it's something that you got to be prepared for. When we get in, be prepared to hit the street, get your Rotterdam map out, a walking map, and you'll be in good shape on the side of being prepped there. Also, there's Wi-Fi there in the lobby area, so it could be also a good time to get on there and do something. But don't complain. Your room's going to be ready quick. These gals work pretty quick, but it's a huge hotel, and they're going to get them ready as they can, and we're going to get the cards out to you, door cards, door keys, key cards out to you as quick as we can as well. So anyhow, if you have any questions for coming up, you've got a week to ask them. I know my wife is leaving tomorrow for the trip to get things arranged ahead of time, and I'm leaving a couple days prior to you with the rest of our head staff, with Chad and Krista and Courtney, and Matt, which is Tennille's husband. And again, Tennille's going to be back home, but we're going to get over there one day ahead of time to be sure that everything's set on the side of your arrivals and so forth. So anyhow, that's it. That's the update to the meeting. Thank you.